We just had a video about how to make a frequency distribution, and we did it by me counting by hand. With large data sets, you'd never want to do that. So this video shows you how to do it in Excel. So we're going to click on data. We're going to click on data analysis, and then we'll see one of our choices in the analysis tools is histogram. So I'm going to say OK. On input range, I'm going to highlight all my data, and my data goes out to row 5 and column J. Then I click there to confirm. My bin range is somewhere else where I've defined what categories I'm going to use for my classes. So I'm going to match the classes that we had with our previous example. Let me move this. That we went classes 0 to 9 minutes, 10 to 19 minutes, and so on. So in the bins, I'm putting the upper bound for the class. And then I'm going to choose where I want it to be for output. And I'm going to say, let's move this. It wants to put it in N1, but maybe let's put it over here. Let's put it below so it stays on our screen. So we're going to put our answer in cell 8-9. That will give the upper left corner of our answer. And then I'm going to click on chart output, and it will make the histogram for us. So I'm going to click OK. And there we have results that match with our frequency distribution that I already made. Frequencies were 2, 14, 14, 13, and 7. And there's no observations above 49. So chart output is this. Now maybe I don't like the titles, so I'm going to do a little bit of editing of my picture. So I'm going to click on, and here instead of calling it histogram, I'm going to say one-way commuting time. And then I'm going to leave frequency because that makes perfect sense. Now let's take a look right here. I don't like that there's a category that says more when there's no observations in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete those. I'm going to highlight the more row, and I'm going to go up to home and then just delete those cells. And I'm going to say shift the cells up. It's not going to do anything. Now that those are gone, it's not in my diagram anymore. These are frequencies. Since it already says frequency right there, I'm going to take this word frequency out by clicking on it. And when I click on it, whoops, I'm going to click just delete it. Now it's spread out even further. I'm going to shut that. And now maybe I want to adjust my bin names. This is the output that Excel gave us, but I'm going to change my bin name by coming up here and typing apostrophe 0 space 29 space. Hit enter. And now I had to put apostrophe there because it's not going to be I don't want it to be confused of 0 minus 9. So I'm going to come into my next cell, go up there and do apostrophe 10 space minus and 19, enter, and repeat each of these. Oops, 30 to 39, and make this one 40 to 49. Now I have bin names that are appropriate, and if I don't like the word bin right there, I could even just make this cell empty. If I delete that and hit enter, the word bin. I guess it didn't come away off here. I'm going to delete it, highlight that. Bin is gone. So now I have a histogram. Remember, it's a histogram because the horizontal axis is in countable units that are sequential, and I have frequency on the y-axis. I can make another chart for relative frequency. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to go home and I'm going to click copy, and I'm going to put that over right somewhere else. Go to home, hit paste, and there's the values right there. Now I'm going to change each of these to out of 50. So to change it, I'm going to type in equals 2 out of 50 equals 14 out of 50 equals 14 out of 50 equals 13 out of 50 and equals 7 out of 50. Now each one is in percentage terms, and I'm going to relabel this percent. And I'm going to take this and click on Insert, Charts, and I could say Recommended Charts. It's giving me some choices. I'm going to go with a pie chart this time. Let's say OK on a pie chart, and it gives me how much each of these are, but I might want to add some things. So I'm going to right click on those pie slices and do Add a Data Label, and it put the percentages in, and I'm going to click right there and say percentage of commuters in each time category. Not a great title, but it works for us. So there we have each of these. I'm going to maybe add one more, minutes. So we know that the units are minutes. So that's not a super elaborate graph. It's just a quick way of showing you how to turn this into a pie chart.